Well. It turns out that Dragon Ball Daima isn't canon to the main storyline of Dragon Ball Super, or at least not the storyline that we all assume was the main storyline. That's crazy. You know, I remember I made a video about how it's mostly because of Vegeta that Super Saiyan 4 can't be canon, and then Super Saiyan 4 popped up on the screen and everyone was like, man, that video aged like milk. Turns out the milk is actually one of those preserved milks that you can like just keep on the counter for like a year and a half and like it'll be perfectly fine. You know, that military grade shit. Cause boy, oh boy, did this last episode, the finale, even the open-ended finale, almost like there's more to come, displayed how right I was. That's crazy. And to make it even better, right, it still is because of Vegeta. Because this man out here, instead of getting Super Saiyan 4 like he's supposed to, I guess it's blood given right, this man out here with Ultra Vegeta 1 as a transformation. Look at that, boy. Oh. All right, all jokes aside, I am pretty glad that everyone is now seeing what I've been trying to tell them for forever, that Dragon Ball Daima is clearly a different continuity. But I will be fair here. I did learn simpler things over the past like day actually, and it's gonna be a shout out to Salad Saiyan because he made a video basically saying how Toei ruined the continuity of Dragon Ball, like at least the story. And with that, I've now realized why there was such a disconnect. It's because Toei Animations have been trying to make all of Dragon Ball canon to each other. That's why everyone was saying that Daima was canon or couldn't really see the flags as clearly as I was seeing it. You know, shout out to the guy that was in the comments also that was trying to get me to realize this, at least to a perspective, at least Toei Animations, which is, I guess, you know, who you go to for continuity at this stage, right? Now all this stuff does connect, and that was like the purpose. That was what the studio was trying to get to happen, is like everything's connecting somehow, some way, even though it breaks the story completely. Like almost ruins it if you like follow it on like a chart. You'll go nowhere, but it's still canon nonetheless. And so shout out to that guy. Turns out he was right in that regard, that everything is canon. It's just that I was looking at it from a perspective of like the viewer, the people that are like following along and just like, okay, yeah, GT's not canon because it goes into basically a different timeline where they go into space and do some silly stuff instead of fighting gods, right? Like Super does. Or how like the movies clearly can't happen the way they say it happened because there's just not enough time for like Broly to be fighting all these guys, or not enough time for Janemba to show up in the middle of the Buu arc and these guys like have these crazy fights, or Kid Trunks to talk to Tapion and get, you know, the Sword of Destiny. We're just going to call it the Sword of Destiny now because now I just love it, because Future Trunks has the same exact sword. It's like timey-wimey, you know, magic here, Doctor Who style, you know, and that's mainly the main reason that I was going off for the fact that, well, Super Saiyan 4 can't be canon. And in a way, I'm right. Super Saiyan 4 doesn't follow the storyline of Dragon Ball Super. It literally cannot, and Dragon Ball Super is actually picking back up in the manga, and it's still not mentioning anything about what's happening in Daima. So for the continuity thing, and I think Daima was always trying to let people know that Daima isn't following the continuity from anybody, not even from early stage Dragon Ball. I mentioned multiple times in the other videos, but like there was like hints here and there when it came to like the Namekians and the demon people and the demon race, and even the Kais themselves, where the lore and the knowledge that we got in Daima wouldn't even make sense back in Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, because Goku has met demons in Dragon Ball. We find out about the Namekians in Dragon Ball Z. We find out about the gods in Dragon Ball Z. And then we go with the Super and we find out that there's a whole echelon of gods, all, you know, connected in different ways. No mention of demons though, not one time. And I think Daima was trying to make that pretty clear, that what's happening with them is completely different, because not only was the Namekians and the Kais retconned, but Goku having Super Saiyan 4. Because if you haven't seen the episode by now, the episode that everyone's talking about everywhere, you just like shut yourself out and you decide to watch this video, surprisingly. Thank you for that, but here it is, the spoiler right here, right now. Goku explains that he always had the ability to go into Super Saiyan 4. It was a secret that he was working up on. If anything, never just gave him the ability to complete it. And then Goku even says that, hey, yo, I don't know why you're shocked. We now know that you've been working on Super Saiyan 3, otherwise known as Ultra Vegeta 1. Can't get enough of that. And then we find out that no, there's no big wish to like erase these guys' memories. They're just going back home, but they also find out some other thing, which I guess is going to be like the review section officially now, because we've already cleared the path for the continuity, so we can just enter the review section right now. I, for everything, enjoyed all of Daima. I love it as a show, love it as it is. In like this little pocket, it's great. Continuity wise, kind of hate it, ain't gonna lie to you. It made no sense with anything, and a little bit of my job is to know a lot of things about Dragon Ball and Naruto, anime in general, and the contradictions were just getting to me a little bit. But you know, actually sitting back and enjoy it for what it is, it's pretty great, which is why I very much liked this last episode, because we got to see Super Saiyan 4 in all its greatness, and we got to see him just keep pushing to the limit, like doing the Super Saiyan 4 thing that we kind of always know and love, how like it just keeps getting stronger as the fight goes on. And it was hyping me up. Like I was feeling it the entire time. So 10 out of 10 for the fight and, you know, everything that was happening with Super Saiyan 4. And then like about halfway through the episode, that kind of ended because, well, they finally beat Goma in a pretty, I suppose they were going funny way. You know, I mean, they always wanted Piccolo to do it. So, I mean, it's no surprise that Majin Buu did it, because Majin Buu, I feel like, is still stronger than Piccolo. So that's not really a downside. I know a lot of people thought that was, but it's not really. I was expecting Goku to use the fusion bugs to, like, you know, get that extra step. And then even in my head canon, I was already expecting him to like do like a Gogeta, like do a triple tap to this man's head. That I thought that would have been sick as hell. You know, bring back the kick 1 into a slow pull away to a kick 2. Oh man, I thought that was gonna happen, man. I thought that was about to happen, but no, my hopes were up, and then they kind of got let down. So that is a point away for this episode. No fusion. However, it wasn't all bad. I did like the part how like Ku showed competence into him being, you know, the leader, because they were kind of hitting that Ku might not be the strongest Majin Buu, but he sure is the smartest. Like, this dude's brain works like lightning fire. It's crazy. I kind of like that, you know, the semi-happy ending that they had right there for demons and demonkind, and how like he pretty much can't be overthrown now, because who's really going to be stronger than a Majin? Nobody besides, you know, his brother Majin Buu, or Majin Buu. If he makes a comeback, he probably won't. But the show was clearly going towards the end at this point, and I was starting to feel like there was some things left out. A lot of people was hoping for, like, you know, a little Kid Gohan action, and I never expected that, because they left without the man, and like they had no intentions of getting him. So I'm seeing that now everywhere, that hey, yo, where's Kid Gohan at? And I'm thinking, bro, it's 20 episodes in. He wasn't coming ever. Like, so I'm not sad about not seeing Kid Gohan. But what I am a little disappointed about is the fact that these eyes, the third eye, was so easily destroyed. And I was like, isn't that supposed to be one of the most powerful things, I'm assuming, in the multiverse, to get Goma this strong? And then we fast forward a bit towards the end, and it turns out there's 2 more of these eyeballs. Excuse me? Where are they coming from? And how come this old lady in a random pawn shop has these things? Is there like a garden of these things? Like, where does she find them? Would have been the next question that nobody asked, by the way. Not one person was interested, where are you getting these eyeballs from? Sure, we get it. They're hard to sell because they're weird looking. They're an eyeball. Where are they coming from? You know, what's happening with that? I don't know. There was no answers with that. I didn't like that either, because now I'm assuming, are they going to buy these eyeballs? I don't know. Are they going to be in the next show? Because again, they left it pretty open-ended. That they was like, hey, yo, Goku has Super Saiyan 4. Like that's the thing. Like, he has it. It ain't going away. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that really sparked my fancy besides the fight, the eyeball, Majin Buu become the leader of the demon realm, and the fact that there's 2 more eyeballs. No, I think that's about it. Oh, well, you know, I said this in the beginning, but you know, I was elfin right. And I love that part about this show. That was a 10 out of 10 for me when Ultra Vegeta #1 here, you know, declared that he's the whole reason. Declared that he's the whole reason that we're not gonna get that he ain't coming to Dragon Ball Super. Hey, yo, I love that, and I think that's where we're gonna end it there. We're just gonna be happy for what it is, and we take the dubs. We had an L for like a week there, and we get a dub the next week. That karma. All things are perfect. Zen. I don't even know anymore. Like, comment, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Join the membership. We're about to release like 3 more what else in the next week, so they get first picks on that. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have a good day. You stay easy. Peace.